日本人がやるんだ。多民族国家にするつもりはありません。ね、日本の政治は日本人がやります。いいですか？はい。もちろん外国の方に来てもらって一緒に働いてもらうのはいいでしょう。がしかし日本の政治は日本人がやるんだ。だから皆さんね、ちゃんと選挙に行きましょうね。今どんどん外国の方増えてますからね。外国人参政権我々反対ですけど、でも与えるとかいうとこも出てます。ですからしっかりと日本人が政治に参加することが大事です。
Do people in Japan dislike tourists?
I would say Japan is a very racist country. Not to generalize, it's too different from the world, you know, right? And a lot of people don't want to accept this difference. Especially Japanese people, I think they tend to protect their own space. So most critical is that you don't invade in this space that they're protecting, and that's the main irritation that tourists bring into Japan. I'm currently working as a tour guide in Osaka. I've been talking to a lot of local Japanese business owners, and a lot of them explain that it takes much more effort to serve a foreigner than a Japanese local that always knows the rules, right? So this is a big service cost that they have when it comes to restaurants as well.
What's an example of like rules that foreigners does not or cannot follow?
One is like food culture is very different, you know, like Japan often has this culture that if you order something, you gotta finish it up, you know. But if you go to a very local ramen shop, they sometimes punish you for not eating the whole ramen, right? So there's actually one ramen place in Osaka that you have to deposit 10,000 yen, so around $80 as a bill, and they'll hang it in the fridge until you finish up the whole thing, right? Eating the whole meal is a way to show respect. I find a lot of people from other countries that like share.
How you know that you are no longer welcome in Japan, but if you are at the misfortune of having your trip already booked, how is this going to affect you and what can you do now? In my recent video, we learned that foreigners are becoming increasingly less welcome in Japan due to the rise of the far right and the increase of far-right populism gaining incredible popularity throughout the nation. But now there are people in my comments wondering which foreigners are deemed okay and which foreigners are the ones that are going to be targeted. There's a common misconception that Japan's increase of anti-foreigner and anti-immigration sentiment is only geared and only affecting black people and those of darker skin tones. But you could not be more wrong. For example, within the last year alone, Joshua Thompson, a white British national that was born and raised in Japan, who by the way speaks fluent Japanese, was openly told foreigners not allowed when he was trying to rent a property. And this was despite having Japanese guarantors and literally having a permanent status in Japan. And again, white man who was fluent in Japanese. Another example would be a long-term white Irish expat who reported campaign signs laminating foreigners. This was directed towards all non-Japanese people, not just those of darker skin. He even said as an Irishman, he was wondering if he was being singled out. They say illegals, but it still stung. Now, obviously, let's not be silly. If you are a black person or someone with darker skin, you are more likely to be singled out and targeted, as reports have already shown this. But unfortunately for you and me, regardless of your skin tone, unless you are a Japanese native-born citizen, you are not exempt of being singled out and regarded as a foreigner. Now, this is not me saying not to visit the country, as it's a beautiful country that I'm sure we would all love to appreciate one day. But just like with America, I would be an idiot to feign ignorant and act as if there wasn't a heightened risk because of the rise of the far right within the nation of Japan right now. And mind you, with respect, Japan has always been kind of closed off to foreigners anyway. And so this increase of anti-foreigner sentiment only makes it all the more alarming for all of those who want to visit Japan anytime soon.
I think sorry, I'm laughing, guys, because let it make sense to me that I have to deposit a certain amount of money so that I must finish the food. If you do not finish the food, it looks as if you're disrespecting them. Anyways, if you've been to Japan, let us know in the comment section. That is why we're actually bringing this particular news. When we think that we're only dealing with US kicking out immigrants, all of a sudden Japan just rose. And this time around, they don't care. They don't care the country you come from. The only thing they care about is be a Japanese citizen. It is funny. It is funny because, anyways, hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's Sonia and I'm back again with another mind-blowing video. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are fine. Hope you guys are good. If this is the first time seeing you, do what, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share. Trust me, when I saw this on my timeline and I was doing research, I was like, Japan. I will come back with commentaries. Let me go ahead and roll out the clips I have for you guys. I will come back with commentaries, okay? If you're living in Japan, please, we need your attention. We need you to drop a comment and let us know how the situation of things are going. Let's watch this video, guys.
別は許しません。今いろんな政治の問題を外国人のせいにする動きがあります。排外主義、外国人差別は許しません。同じように学校に通っていたり、職場で働いている在日外国人の皆さんは私たちの地域で暮らす仲間です。外国人は優遇されていないし、外国人の皆さんが日本を出て行っても私たちの生活は良くなりません。本当の苦しさの原因は何なのか、失われた30年、それを作り出した自民党の政治、これを大元から変えることこそ私たちの安心して暮らせる、そういう社会を作ることができます。
So what you guys saw in that video, basically it's a short video of Japanese actually refusing foreign customers in restaurants and traditional bars. And not just traditional bars, but also places where they want just Japanese customers only. So this is becoming a normality now. And it's all because of the influencers and other foreigners that are not respecting laws. Pretty soon, Japanese people are just going to say enough. We're not going to have any more foreigners here on this land. It's going to be feudal Japan all over again. Foreigners are no longer allowed on our land. We're going to kick all of the foreigners off of our country of Japan. And it's definitely going to become ancient feudal Japan all over again. Where basically the Japanese are actually going to be cutting themselves off from the world. All because of the foreigners not willing to follow the rules. And it's not just the white people. It is mainly the black Negro communities too as well. And also other foreigners, white people, Karens that are wanting to take pictures of the geishas when the geishas don't even want to be taken pictured of. They want you to ask them first whether they're prepared to have their picture taken or video taken. This is the reason why Japanese people are now no longer wanting foreign customers to go into their stores. And pretty soon it's going to be all stores combined. Studio Ghibli, Sailor Moon, anime, all of the malls, all of the restaurants. And then pretty soon after that, they're just going to kick us all off, kick us all off, and just say no more foreigners. No more foreigners allowed on Japan. And it's going to be going back to ancient feudal Japan. And then Japan's going to have a feud with China and then all the other countries combined. And this is all because of the stupid ass. And I'm not just talking about the influencers. I'm talking about also the Karens, the people who do not respect the fucking laws. For one thing, you're not supposed to break a branch off of the cherry blossom tree. Oh, I just want to take it as a souvenir gift. You can't. You can take a picture, but you cannot break a branch off the tree. Another person climbed up a goddamn tower of an old building from Japan. That is from their ancient history. That is older than them. Over 781 years old building. And a drunk ass fucking man decided to climb up that building, destroyed the fucking shingles on the roof that were there before he was even born. Way before he was even born. And not only destroyed the shingles, but part of the side of the building too as well decided fucking crumbled. This is my message to Japan. So, Japan, If you decide to cut us all off completely, I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't blame you for 1 second. I respect your guys' history, your guys' culture, your laws. I respect everything there is to be about Japan. I wouldn't blame you guys if you guys blocked us completely.
You see why this Japan thing is actually been amazing to me is these said people that are saying that they don't want people in their own country are also in people's country. My dad personally is working with a Japanese man in Kaduna, Nigeria. He's working with a Japanese man. So maybe probably when the law is fully enforced, I'll have to ask my dad if that Japanese man has actually left Nigeria. You understand? So I wonder why these people just come out from nowhere and start bringing laws. But if the law on their own end feel like it's going to favor them, why not? They should go ahead. Who are we to make decisions for them? You understand? And why do I feel this? That it is because of the US tariffs and it is because of Trump trying to kick out immigrants. Maybe probably Trump has also kicked out their immigrants and they are trying to like pull it back and be like, okay, we can stand on our own and so on and so forth. But the question now is, do you think that Japan can actually survive on their own without the help of foreigners, without the help of immigrants? Because on this particular end, they're not only saying, oh, we do not want foreigners, right? They're saying, even if he's a tourist, even if you're coming to like tour, even if you're coming to stay for a specific amount of time, we do not want you. Let me know how true this news is. Let it not be as if maybe I'm rumpling my mouth and I'm not getting the right information. If you're watching, especially you're from Japan or you are conversant with this news, please let me know in the comment section. Do they actually want just tourists or they don't want immigrants at all? They don't want foreigners at all. They just want to be Japan. Let them just be doing their thing. Let me know in the comment section. I'll go out and roll out the other clips I have for you guys. Every videos and stitches you see in our videos, credit belongs to original creators of those videos. And then I'll be back with commentaries. Japan, like.
Now. And well, they are absolutely taking it to the max. To be specific, this far-right movement within Japan has actually been sweeping the nation over the past year, but has only been amplified due to the influx of tourists. Now, Japan and many other Asian countries are infamous for not being too kind to foreigners, but there has been a mass increase of reports from foreigners within Japan detailing the increased racism that they are experiencing because of the rise of the far right. Many shops are now flat out putting signs saying no foreigners, no black people, Japanese only, which was once the irregularity but is now becoming the normality. And of course, as you can imagine, some people have actually called the police in these instances, and of course the police don't do anything. This is not the West. So please, if you are a foreigner or someone that is obviously not Japanese and you're planning to go to Japan, be aware of this new fact. Be aware of the sociopolitics that's clearly happening and affecting the country. And for your sake, plan ahead.
My recent post about Sanseito and not being that worried about them has brought a lot of critics, a lot of Japanese people in the comments saying that Japan should be for Japanese and foreigners need to respect this and that. Okay, if you kicked every single foreigner out of Japan, like snapped your fingers and everybody was gone, myself and everyone else included. Heck, let's throw in mixed race, throw in everyone that's not pure Japanese, kick them all out, and repatriate every single Japanese person who's now living abroad. Sorry, Otani, you're gonna have to come home. Bring them all back to Japan, right? What would happen? What would happen if that were to occur? The Japanese economy would collapse within minutes, seconds, not seconds, minutes, within a day. Okay, and I'm not exaggerating. Look at almost every single bank in Japan. Who's in their IT department that's running the whole show? Without the IT people in the back office making the banks work, the banks won't work. Insurance companies. I work with a company, MetLife. There's over 500 people in IT in MetLife, and more than half of them are foreigners. Most of those foreigners are Indian and Chinese, some Korean as well. Very few Americans, but just saying, if you got rid of every single one of those people, MetLife would shut down. Same thing with Indeed Japan, where almost 100% of the back office engineers are foreigners who speak no Japanese at all, none. Mercari, Rakuten, Amazon, all of the major life insurance companies, all of the major e-commerce companies, every single one of them would shut down within a day if they had no foreigners to run it. They could try to hire Japanese to replace them, and maybe over a couple of years, they might come close, but it would never run at the same level of performance. I don't know why that is, and you can speculate as to why that is, but I guarantee you that this would not be something they could replace within a month or two. It would absolutely devastate the Japanese economy. So stop talking about foreigners, how we're like a bother to the Japanese economy and we're a drag on the Japanese economy. We all earn wages. We all pay taxes. More than half of the money I make goes into the coffers. And guess what? That money is paying for somebody's grandma to get health care. Okay, I hope that money will be there for me when I'm 80 years old in Japan, which is probably going to happen. But, stop pretending like foreigners in Japan are some kind of burden. They're not. We're helping Japan. We're keeping the place running. Okay, I know a lot of us don't understand Japanese culture and don't, perhaps know every nuance of what rules, what side of the escalator to walk on, what Tokyo versus Osaka and things like that. But if you came to Canada, there's a lot of things that Japanese do in other countries that are way against the social norms of that country. And it's just part of life. Germans visiting the Czech Republic, Russians visiting Brazil. We don't always know every single nuance in the other countries. So stop pretending it's a unique problem for Japan. It's not.
This just in. Well, soon you probably won't be even allowed to go to Japan. Let me explain. Japan's right-wing party has been growing significantly over the past few months. And just recently, they have even requested all press in their country to send the press people's personal details to the right-wing leader to affirm and to confirm whether they will or will not go against the party. So basically, they're getting rid of freedom of the press. And they are also talking about kicking out foreign workers from Japan. And they are saying that Japanese women need to be more with Japanese men. It is absolutely crazy. The right-wing party is a scary, strong, fast-growing party. And Japan's prime minister is not happy about it. And his popularity is dropping while the right-wing is...
With most of the videos that I've actually watched and the reviews I've gotten from people, I see these Japan people as also people that do this racism of a thing. Correct me if I'm wrong anyways. I did some of my research and I have to research and know why these people do not want foreigners, do not want immigrants, do not want tourists. Like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, or probably they want tourists, I don't know. But why these people are acting like that? And I got some sweet information for you guys. Okay, so let me just go ahead and just share with you guys. So Japan's reluctance towards large-scale immigration stem for a combination of factors, including a strong sense of cultural homogeneity, concern about integration challenges, and a preference for maintaining its traditional social structure. While Japan faces an aging population and labor shortage, it has been hesitant to embrace immigration as a solution, preferring to focus on policies that encourage longer working life and increased automation. For cultural homogeneity and social coherence, Japan has historically maintained a strong sense of national identity and cultural homogeneity, which some believe is threatened by large-scale immigrations. Some Japan people view foreigners as temporary girls rather than permanent residents, which can lead to reluctance to fully integrate them into the society. Japan has a complex system of social custom and unspoken rules, making it challenging for foreigners to fully assimilate and feel accepted. Japan language is considered difficult to learn, creating a significant barrier to communicate and integration for many immigrants. Difference in social norms, customs, and work styles can lead to misunderstanding and difficulties in interpersonal relationships. Some worry that large-scale integration could disrupt social order, increase crime rates, or sustain public resources. They are concerned that immigrants could compete with native-born Japanese workers for jobs, potentially driving down wages or displacing local workers. Some worry about the potential strain on social services like healthcare and welfare if large numbers of immigrants require support. They are concerned that skilled immigrant workers might return to their home country after gaining experience in Japan, taking value technologies and knowledge with them. Japan is exploring policy to encourage other workers to remain in the workforce long, potentially reducing the need for foreign laborers. Japan is investing heavily in automation and robotics to address labor shortage in various industries. Why not embracing mass integration, Japan is slowly implementing targeted policy to attract skilled workers in specific industry where there are shortage. Hey, God of mercy. Competition for my lady. Competition for my country. Guys, these people have a lot of reasons why they are actually doing this. And hopefully they can stand on their own. You understand? Hopefully they can stand. It's amazing anyways. But since some of their reasons kind of, it's okay. And the fact that they don't want to, one, they don't want to put people, like they don't want to, they hardly give citizenship to foreigners. That's one. And secondly, they don't want people to come and learn the job, know the job, and then take it to their own country. But this is surprising because these same Japanese come to other people's country, learn the job in other people's country, and then go to their own country to establish. Let's not argue the fact that, yes, they are also good. But they can't tell me that they are learning every single thing that they are doing from their own end. They must have learned it from other countries, be it positively or negatively. Anyways, it's sad for people that actually want to go to Japan this time around. So if you want to go to Japan, if you're still planning on migrating to Japan, or you want to do your tourists and every other stuff, maybe just go there, visit the country. Good luck to you. I've never one day wished to be in Japan anyways, but who am I if they give us the opportunity to come and do tourists there? But if they say they are not, no wahala, you go. Let me stay on my own and enjoy the peace of my life. Let me know what you think in the comment section, guys. If you've not subscribed, subscribe, like, comment, and share. And lastly, do not forget to share again. Thank you so much for 980 subscribers. I really appreciate it, and I do not take you guys for granted. God super duper bless you. Hit the subscribe button. Let's get to over 1,000 subscribers. And don't touch the dial. I'll see you guys when I'm back. Bye for now. I love you. Japan.